Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome back to a new video. As you can tell by the title today, I'm going to be chatting to you all about the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Vanish Corrector. I have this in the shade 2 medium, so if you want to see what I think of this, if you think it's worth the money and see a demo of it, then just keep watching. Alright, so if you're not new around here, you will know that I love a corrector. And you'll also know that my dark circles are probably like one of the least favorite things about me. Honestly, like me and my dark circles. And because of that, the Kevin Kwan Essential Skin Enhancer is my number one. Like, if I had to have one product for the rest of my life, it would be this guy, and I use shade 07 for day to day. This is my fave. I've repurchased this pot. Yes, I've actually got through it. Yes, I know. And it's not the easiest product to use, but once you get the hang of it, like, I feel like it's very, very usable. I've tried a couple of different products. Nothing can compare for me personally. But as you all know, this is incredibly full coverage. However, I still, because I am that particular about my under eyes, I still prefer to use a colour corrector underneath a concealer. And just to kind of explain the science behind that, or the art theory behind that, a colour corrector is basically something that's trying to neutralise your skin to a similar colour, or to kind of balance out a stronger colour on your face. So if you have a lot of redness, you might tend to use a little bit of a green tint to bring that redness down underneath your makeup. And in my case, I have quite dark under eye circles, and I always get this comment that, oh my god sis, your under eye circles aren't even that bad. But the thing is, in real life I feel like my dark circles are a lot worse than they ever look on camera, and for that reason I've always used a corrector. As soon as I learned about it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is what I've been needing. Charlotte Tilbury came out with her corrector quite recently. It's not one of her oldest products. I decided one day when she had a 20% off sale to pick it up. This is £24 for 2.5 grams of product. That is expensive. Okay, that's super on the high end for me, for a very small, very cute but still very small packaging. Now the packaging looks exactly like her Flawless Airbrush powder. This is like the baby, slightly more golden, but pretty much the same version of the powder. By the way, best pressed powder ever. I'll have links to everything I'm talking about down below. But yeah, this is the baby version. It has got a mirror inside, as I've shown you in the close-ups. This concealer only comes in 4 shades. I have this in the shade 02 medium, and that's the second out of 4 shades. So there is fair, medium, tan, and then there's also deep, which looks super orange. When I bought this, obviously I had the demo online and I'd seen other people use it, and I think Sana was actually recommending this as well, Look a Million. I kind of had a good idea of what it would be like, and I definitely prefer my correctors to be more on the not too pinky and not too orange, like kind of directly in the middle, because when you go for something that's too deep orange, it will start showing up under your concealer if that's not the right tone for you. And then when you go for something that is too pinky, it's just not going to counteract your dark circles unless you've got a lot of blue going on in your eyes. But I sort of have more like purpley brown dark circles than blue, therefore I need a more peachy colour, that's the word I was looking for my perfect corrector. Okay, let's start with the pros. I like the packaging. I think it's super useful to have a little mirror in there, and I think it is a really nice size, because even if you're going away for a weekend, this is not going to take up loads of space. It's super convenient. You are paying for premium packaging, and the packaging is really cute. I also like the tone of this. So as you can see, it is a salmony peachy colour. And I do really like the fact that it does actually colour correct. So right now you are seeing a demo of me using this today. And what I decided to do was put it under my right eye and around my right eye to show you guys the difference. And yes, you can see the difference in this clip. Like, with corrector and without, it is insane. And you can see that it kind of has corrected my under eyes to look like the rest of my skin tone. Like, I could, if I wanted to, walk out just like that and still feel more bright, awake, refreshed without putting any concealer on top. And that's what amazes me about makeup, is it really can just give you like that boost that you need, almost like a cup of coffee or like a bit of sugar. Like, it kind of can just make you feel more awake. I feel like when you look awake, when you look the part, when you look like you're ready, you feel more like that. It's like a psychological thing. So yeah, as you can see in the demo, there is a big difference between the side that I had on that I didn't have on. And then another pro that I like is the formula of this. It is very nice and lightweight. Some correctors are too creamy, some of them are too sticky, some of them the formula is too much like a concealer, and a corrector should ideally be thin, light and easy to just apply with your finger, like the warmth of your finger. It should not be like a concealer. And I know there are brands that have like a corrector colour in their concealer range, and sometimes it works, and I'll talk about that towards the end of this video if you want to know my favourite drugstore corrector at the moment. But sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes that formula is too thick, too deep, and it's just not the one. This, I will say, her formula is really nice. Like, now let me go on to the cons. I personally just still think that this is a ridiculous amount of money for what it is, because you're paying £24 for 2.5 grams of product. I would say if I was using this almost every single day, I would say this would last me at least 4 or 5 months. But that's still quite a lot of money. Like, that is still quite a lot. Whereas like her foundation prices, like I'll leave them here, her powder prices is here. So for the size, you're paying a lot for the product that you're actually getting. So that's the first con, is that I do believe it's too expensive. And then another con I would say is I feel like she needs a lot more shades within this formula, because 4 shades of corrector is not going to cater to the plethora of skin tones that there are out there. And I know for a fact there are women who won't be able to use this product because there's not a shade there. And again, that's a con for this powder. Like, she still has such a minimal amount of shades. The price and the lack of shade range is definitely the cons. What I'm showing you right now is a demo of me putting my concealer on, and first of all I was like, do I use my Kevyn Aucoin, because you guys know I love that. Then I thought, you know what, no, let me use a concealer that's not as high coverage, so you can maybe see the results of the corrector better, because let's be honest, any corrector is going to work pretty well under Kevyn Aucoin, as that's so full coverage. So I went in with my e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and this is in the shade Medium Warm, which is a decent like everyday shade for me. And I applied the same amount on both on dry. So as you know, on the right side I had my corrector on, and on the left side I had no corrector on. I just had moisturise and put SPF on. And here I am blending out both the sides. Straight away, you guys can tell there is a massive difference between the corrector side and the uncorrected side. So the question of, does this product work? Well, the answer is yes. Yes, it does work. It works really well. However, the question of, is it worth the money? I personally believe that if you really want a corrector, and you're somebody who like relies on corrector pretty much as part of your everyday routine, you don't just wear it for like a special occasion, you want to have it corrected under eyes, I would recommend you go for, and this is not the right shade, the LA Girl Peach Corrector is honestly my go-to drugstore corrector. It's £5 or less. You can get it for even cheaper on websites like Just My Look, and you get 8 grams of product in there versus the 2.5 grams of product in there. So obviously this is going to last you longer, and actually the applicator for this is pretty nice. Like, I guess another con would be that with this you do have to keep dipping your finger in, and I'm not gonna lie, even though I make sure my hands are clean and stuff, like sometimes this surface looks a bit mucky, and because of the formula of it, like it just doesn't look the most hygienic, and you do have to kind of keep wiping it off, and every time you wipe it off you're just losing more and more product. Whereas this is in a sanitary tube, you've got the brush tip applicator there, so you can literally just apply it straight or put it on the back of your hand. Yeah, I've gone through about 3 tubes of these, and they last you a really long time. They do the same job, honestly. I have tried this before where I've had this under one eye and this under one eye, and I have not been able to tell the difference. So if you are looking for a luxurious purchase, if you're really into your high-end brands, and if you just want to give it a go like I did, then yeah, by all means, go ahead, give it a go. It does a job, it totally works, but is it worth that big price tag? In my opinion, no. Not when you can get the same performing product, yes, in a slightly different formula, but the same job done for a lot cheaper. So will I be repurchasing this? No. But did I enjoy using it, and am I still going to continue using it? Yes, absolutely. But it's not like something that I just feel like I have to repurchase, like her Flawless Airbrush Powder. Overall, I would give this probably like a 3 out of 5. I think that it's a beautiful product. I think it does the job decently well. The formula of this did quite a good job at like filling in the very fine lines under my eyes on this side, which made the concealer on top smoother. which I hadn't noticed before until I had done this kind of comparison video, which is pretty cool. So that's another pro. It does a good job at that. Overall, like, it was a lovely product to try. It works. It doesn't work the best of the best of the best, but it works. And yeah, I mean, Charlotte doesn't normally like do a bad job with their products. Like, most of them are really good, but it kind of comes down to, with a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products, is do you want to be paying that price tag for the name, for the packaging, for the experience, you know, darlings and all that stuff. That is my review. That's my personal opinion. Let me know if you guys have tried this corrector down below and what your favourite correctors are down below, because I'm always looking for new ones and I'm always searching for that perfect product to give me the perfect under eye. And yeah, I hope you found this helpful, and if you want more makeup review videos, please let me know. I kind of lose confidence with them, but then those are the videos that obviously people are searching for, and they come back and find my channel through as well. So you guys know on here it's a whole mishmash of lifestyle, bit of teaching, marriage, real talk, and a little bit of makeup as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think, and I will see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.